The Beavers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Under fire. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Still on his feet at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter,
here's a little room there. Heading to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Buys a little time with his feet. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
So now it's second and long. Flips it out on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. Third down and 3 coming.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Smashes through the tackle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown! kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Single back formation, and they give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast.
There he goes to the left. 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Looking for space, it's Sutton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target over the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the...
Might have a chance. The 50. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
On the ground, it's Sutton. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Maybe a crease. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Oh, he's got some space.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Escapes the sack. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback making checks. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Pulls and fires complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught by Williams. All out of space. Running inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hands it off. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right?
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Gonna run it. It's Sutton. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Hokies are threatening on 1st and goal. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal. He'll try the left side. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Being chased. After 40, there he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Hokies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. and comes onto the field ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They want to run it left here. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to Williams over the middle.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Might be changing the route. Just keep slinging it. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
They'll run the screen. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He might want another play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
To the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive. Breaks into the open. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Looking for a crease. It's Tomlinson. Powers through the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
He wants to change this route. He'll send the tight end in motion. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They go right back to him. Bounced off his feet. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this 1st down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Got some room to run. The 40. The 30.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the red zone, it's Tomlinson. He gets out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock, and they showed a lot of confidence in the running game in the red zone.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. Stopped short of the marker.